Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So last video we talked about different trackers that you can use for US, UK, and if you own any ETFs. And today what we're doing is we will look at two watch lists that you can use, as well as a dividend calendar, which is actually something that I'm really quite excited about. Okay, and all of these things you can find them on, if you look at the description of this video and all the other videos, okay, you will find a link to this Patreon account. Okay, and everything you need will be, every single one of these things you can find them here. Okay, once you've actually subscribed to the channel, depending on what tier you're using. This is something that's going to help me and help the channel inshallah grow, and that's the whole idea basically behind it. So if you can support, that would be absolutely wonderful. So what do you get in terms of the watch list? Let me talk about the UK version of it first. So you got the ticker, the company, the market price. Okay, you can see the where the company has been in the last few months, basically, yeah, the 365 days. You can see the day change. You could also see the 12-month return, so where they are in the last 12 months. It looks like a lot of the UK companies are doing really well in the last 12 months in comparison to the US versions. But the target price, and then margin of safety, and then ideal entry point, and then is it a buy or should we wait? That's the question. So at the end of the basically of the whole thing, you will see whether this company is a buy or a sell or whatever. Okay, and I'll show you how you can plug some of these information. So all you need to do is focus on the yellow sections again. Now the formulas here, I put the name, basically the US version of these tickers here. If you know them, just put them in there, then you can get the picture. You can hide that as well if you just change the color, text color to white, it basically kind of disappears. So you could do it that way, but I just wanted to show you guys. If you want to show the pictures here nicely, then you do that. Right, so let's look at how we can actually use this. So before we type these companies, I can go to HL or any other website that you can find, where you can find the UK companies. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find one that's Sharia compliant. There's the Anglo-American, that's the similar to Rio Tinto company, right? So that's the company that I'm after. You can click and find out a bit more information on this website if you're interested in the company, and find out how much they pay you in dividends. So 6% of dividend, market cap, and all of these EPS and so on. Price to earnings ratios and so on. So you can find a lot of information here. You can click dividends if that's what you wanted specifically. So there's a lot of information that you can find in the Hargreaves and Lansdowne, and how much they paid in dividends, okay, previously, and so on. But this website does not give you information about the valuation side of it. So let's go back and see what we need. Okay, so if I type LON : and then AAL, which is the company ticker, you'll see the price right now is £32. Okay, let's go back here to kind of check. There you go, that's in pence, but that's in pounds. Okay, then you can see the price fluctuates quite a lot, and it's up quite a bit, and then it went down now. So now it's kind of downtrend if you like. Then you can even look at the day change. So it's actually down a little bit. This in fact should be in pounds, not in dollars. Okay, and then 12 months is you can see is down about 10%. Okay, so it's actually nice to know that the company is basically kind of heading downwards. It's gone down quite a bit. Maybe it's time to look at this company. Now, as we've already seen, so we know the price, the current price, but what is our target price? What do we think? So one of the websites you can use is simply Wall Street. If you click valuations and then scroll down, it will show you is either overvalued or undervalued. And this one, it looks like it's overvalued, but the price they saying is £29.61 pence. So I'm going to go back here and paste that one there. Okay, so that's the target price according to that website. Obviously, I do trust this website to a certain extent, but I want to make sure I give myself margin of safety, and that is really important. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. There's a formula here. This one is we're looking at 5%. If you think this company is a very, very risky company, then maybe do 15%. Okay, give yourself 15% margin of safety. So from here, take off 15% from where it is right now. Okay, your ideal price will be £25. if this company hits £25, this will change. Okay, so imagine this one now goes, imagine if you think the price from this website, they said, I don't know, £35 or something along those lines. Okay, so if I change this to £35, that's 25, £35. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, because you gave yourself a 15% margin of safety, is still not good enough. Let's go with £38. Okay, it's still not good enough. So £40. Okay, now that's the beauty about having a margin of safety. That £6 of margin safety is actually quite helpful. Okay, then this will automatically change to a buy. And this is good because what you want to do is make sure that, you know, let's leave it as the original. Okay, now you're gonna wait. Okay, you are going to wait until it basically gets to £25. If that happens, then you can buy it knowing that you also gave yourself 15% margin of safety. All of these companies will be different. So you might think Rio Tinto, for example, is not as much risk, so you give yourself 5%. This one you might want to give 15%. Basically AstraZeneca, you might say, you know what, I'm going to give myself 15% because pharmaceutical companies are quite risky sometimes, right? So for that reason, your entry price, ideal entry price, is £202, and you just wait until it hits that price. What I normally do is, once I've got this sorted, then I create a watch list here in my basically trading 212 account, and I put those actual prices and I wait until it hits. I get notifications as soon as it hits. I'll show you some of the notifications. In fact, I can't show you now. But yes, you get notifications to say, you know what, it hit that price, go and buy it now. So that's the UK version. It's really simple. Put the ticker symbol here. Okay, put your ideal prices. Again, if you have your own DCF, basically if you're doing discounted cash flow model and you've got that, then you can use that to find out how much it's actually worth, or use these websites that I normally tend to use. Yahoo Finance is another one. TipRank is another one. They might give you dollars but convert it to pounds and then basically give yourself a margin of safety. It's really that simple. So if you starting right now your journey, I would advise you to do that because it gives you it's a disciplined way of doing things. You're not going to buy stock because you feel like, oh yeah, just go to the moon, let me just buy it. Or I've got £20 left in my account, let me just buy so and so. You will look at this and say, okay, has it hit my entry point? Some of the companies might not hit your entry point for a long time. And that's why I start like buying a little bit here and there. And as it goes down or up, whatever, I kind of dollar cost average. Okay. But the most important thing is that it gets closer to the entry point. And if it does, then buy it. That's basically that's what I normally do. The US version is also similar. Okay, so you put the ticker symbol there and it automatically tells you whether it's a. And the next thing I want to show you is just how you can actually use it. Again, we're only focusing, remember, the yellow bits. So if I put V here, okay, that is for Visa. It loads up the name of the company, the logo, the fact that it's in the financials. Then it tells me the price, and it tells me the 365 days change. Then it tells me day change, for example, in dollars and so on. And then it carries on to 12 months for total return, okay? And then dividend payout, okay? At the same time, dividend yield. Again, you don't have to include all that information if you don't want to. If some companies don't pay any dividends, you can leave that one out. Then the payout ratio, okay? And that's it. So once I've done that, all of that basically done automatically for me. All I need to do is find out the target price. So as you can see here right now, it's 228. The companies that I use is, for example, Morningstar. I have a subscription that a lot of it basically costs me a lot of money, but I do actually like using this company. Okay, so their target price is 229. Okay, so that's basically what I will type here, 229. Okay, I can use a company like, for example, Simply Wall Street. Go to valuations and scroll down to get more ideas to see what they think. So 202 is where they think it should be, but 229 seems okay because I do like the discounted cash flow models that they seek. This company uses Morningstar and Seek and Alva as well. Okay, so let's go. with this. So if we say that now, I know Visa is a very, in the tech company, it can go up and down quite a lot. So I'm going to give myself 15%, for example, right? For that reason, I'm going to wait until it hits 194. And guess what? It was that price not long ago. If you look back again, it was that price long ago. So right now, I just need to sit back and wait until it hits that price. And again, if you have more columns that you want to add, you just literally copy these columns here and then paste them again and just drag down the formulas. It should automatically do that for you. Okay. And it's easy. Generally, it's easy to use. You have nothing to worry about. You just put the financials. Most important thing is give yourself enough margin of safety and make sure you find the information in relative, basically a good websites that you can actually reliable websites, if you think. Right, so that's this to the UK and the US versions of the watch list that you can get access from basically through here. Okay, so if you are using the UK, if you basically subscribe to the elite section, you should be able to find that. Now, final thing I want to show you is the dividend tracker. This is really good. This is really good. So it gives you the overview, yearly dividends and then monthly dividends. But let's go on here. So this is where a lot of things happen. You don't need to do anything in here. Things will change automatically by themselves. And why? Because if we go to data, all you need to do is add the month. So for example, if I add July and say the company that paid me in July is Public Storage, okay, and they paid me beautiful £100 for that month. Okay, that's all I need to do. So once you get your money here, so once a company pays you like this one here, okay, so Cisco paid me this much, all I have to do is go back in here, type the month, type the ticker symbol, and then type them how much they paid me. So that £100, that's all I need to do. That's all you need to do. Then go back here. It should automatically, okay, so if you're looking for July 2023, so that's June, okay, should be, so see, as soon as we go back to the daily dividend calendar section, what you should be able to see is this July here, okay, that's the name of the company and that's how much they paid us. You don't need to do anything. It automatically does it for you. And here it will give you a tally. So for example, the next month, okay, August the company pays me, in September companies pays me again, they will basically come up here on this section automatically. So let me show you how that works. So September 2023, the same company pays me again the same amount. If I go back here, as you can see, the company has now paid me September as well, another 100. That is 200. Okay. And if you go back to your dividends, you can see that your yearly dividend is actually increasing. Monthly, that's what you will get. If you want to divide it by the basically days, you can also do that in there if you wanted to. So all you need to do is just update this section. Make sure you type the right month. So if I now add one more, so let's say February, Cisco paid me, okay, I'm not typing, Cisco paid me £50 in February. I hope they haven't paid me. Okay, January was the last time they paid me apparently. So if I go back here, look for Cisco here, as you can see in February they paid me £50 and they paid me already £8 before. So in total they paid me £58 for the year. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So this is really good for me now because I'm excited to use this because I didn't have something like this before. I was just collecting how much basically each company individually, collectively how much the companies paid me. But now I can see how much each company is paid me in comparison to what I have on the work in the actual spreadsheet, the tracker. So the tracker normally tells me how much I'll get, the income total side of things, but sometimes it can go up, sometimes it can go down, right? Because of these dividend increases and so on. So this is a nice way to actually use. You can copy everything in here, okay? If you select the whole thing and copy it, if you want to have a one spreadsheet that does everything for you, just copy those three sections, all of them, okay? And then go and paste it wherever you need to paste it, but completely an empty sheet. That will help you easily. So all the formulas, you don't need to, there's a lot of formulas behind this. Okay, you don't need to touch that. All you need to do is put the details here, keep increasing this part, okay, and then after that, that's it. Once you put the data in here, it automatically basically detects where that came from, gives you the total. Absolutely amazing. And genuinely, I'm so excited to use this. I've started using this since January. So that's it. That's the 3 things that I wanted to share with you guys. That wraps up the whole video. So you can now see the different trackers for the UK and so on, the calendar, the stock watch list, and the ETF. I've shared with you all of that. You've seen the Discord, okay? So we will now be using this Discord as much as we can, so you can ask questions, people can answer those questions and so on. Just let's be polite, be respectful, because everybody is different, obviously. If you ever want to share a company, make sure it's a Sharia compliant company. If you want to ask a question, then let us know as well. So that private Discord is for all of us. I will be doing a lot more high growth stock picks as well, inshallah, as we go along, because we do talk about a lot of dividends, but sometimes you need those companies as well in your portfolios. This will definitely help to support the channel, inshallah, in the long run. If you can support it, beautiful. If you can't support it, akhi, wallahi al-azim, there's no harm in basically not doing that. Okay, so inshallah, do what you can, help the channel, and I'll continue to help the community as much as I can going forward, inshallah. Have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, as usual, let me know. I've got a video coming up answering a lot of the questions that you guys have asked recently, and then from there onwards, inshallah, we should be asking questions each other in here. So I'll hopefully will see you here. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu alaikum.